Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a big addition that we've made to our expedition rig, and that's the addition of the KTM 390 adventure bike. After being stranded a few too many times in our F550, we decided that we needed to upgrade and have a secondary mode of transportation. So let me tell you why we went with the KTM 390 adventure, what upgrades we've made to it, and how it's become an essential part of our expedition travels. Initially, we were looking at e-bikes. They're light, lots of power, easy to store, fun, and really work for a lot of people. But after talking with our friend Mike from Drive the Globe, we kind of threw around some different ideas of what were requirements for us, and e-bikes just weren't going to cut it. So enter the KTM 390 Adventure. This bike checked all the boxes for us. It's light-ish, weighing about 390 pounds. It's relatively mobile and perfect for the kind of off-roading we like to do. Plus, it gives us the extra confidence knowing that we have a backup vehicle in case we have any additional problems with our rig. All right, so we picked up this KTM 390 Adventure, which is a 2022 model, about 4 months ago. We got it used and we got a great deal on it. It was basically in brand new condition with 1,500 miles on it. It had all of the factory KTM upgrades, including a headlight cover. It had the KTM factory skid plate, the side panniers or panniers, however you want to say them, the tank bag, all the orange anodized accessories, and it was really ready to go, hit the trail right out of the box for us. Since we've had this bike, we've put about 2,500 miles on it in the last 4 months, exploring everything from national parks like Glacier, backcountry trails in Colorado. I've used it for different elk hunts, and really it's just been a fantastic mode of transportation, and it's really got me excited about being off-road and backcountry again in ways that we can't take our big F550, because this thing is small, nimble, and let's be honest, at the end of the day, I'm not too worried about laying it down and scratching it up. So of course, no bike stays stock for long. After a few test rides, we realized there were going to be a few essential upgrades we had to make. I ride this bike more like an enduro bike, and I ended up hitting the factory skid plate a lot more than I expected. We actually bent it back so it was hitting the motor. So in this case, the first upgrade was the T-Rex Racing skid plate. And this skid plate has taken just as much of abuse and more, and it seems to hold the same position and doing a great job for us. So while we're at it, we added the T-Rex Racing cage for extra protection. This thing has saved us so many times when we've laid the bike down. Trust me, this happens a lot more than I'd like to admit. So one of the next upgrades was after Deidre had a little learning mishap where she laid the bike down and ended up snapping the factory clutch lever. So to remediate this, we went ahead and installed the set of T-Rex Racing handlebar guards, which also have a bark buster front deflector. In addition to this, we picked up some Amazon short throw adjustable clutch and brake levers, which are pretty awesome because they give us the flexibility to really tweak and dial in the position of the brake and clutch level. And they're also very affordable and functional. I'll put a link down below for those. All right, so next up is storage. So while it came with the KTM factory side panniers, we really wanted to add some back storage. So we added the Moto Backcountry 40 in the sick orange color, which matches the KTM really well. But to mount that, we actually got the KTM 390 Adventure Tusk rear storage plate. Unfortunately, when we first got that combination, the Moscow bag was too close on the back seat, so when we were riding two up and Deidre was on the back, it actually pushed her really far forward. So what we did is we actually got the Tusk, I believe it was the KTM 890 Adventure rear rack plate, and it's just a longer plate. We mounted that directly to the 390 plate and then pushed everything back about 6 inches, so it gave Deidre tons of room so she could sit back here without being right on top of me. So the Moscow bag is pretty incredible. It holds 40 liters of gear. You can take it off, make it a backpack, and there's plenty of space for things like our Kokopelli kayaks, additional tools, any warm weather gear, or really anything else that we need on the road. When we're doing longer trips, I love to put my camera gear here because it's on top and I do lay down the bike a little bit more often. I feel very confident putting my drones and different camera equipment up here and it being secure and safe and not going anywhere. All right, as for some smaller upgrades we made, it started with the double take mirrors. So if you've ever had a KTM before, you'll know the factory mirrors are kind of crap. They swivel, they fall, they flop all over the place. They really just don't hold. The double take mirrors are kind of mounted on a ram mount like platform. You can put them wherever you want, and these were a really good functional upgrade. In addition to this, we got some nice CNC foot pegs. The factory foot pegs that come with the KTM 390 are at this weird forward angle. So when you're standing up, you're actually putting like your weight really far over the front of the bike. So upgrading to these, they're relatively inexpensive. Make a bigger platform. They also change that angle so you're much more upright as you're riding, and all around just a really good upgrade. If we went ahead and got the nice CNC brake pedal little foot peg too, just adds for a grippier traction point when you're hitting the brake. And overall, these three little add-ons were really big improvement in just like functional control of the bike. For navigation, we got some Keurig bar clamps, which work really good. They're also come with a ram mount type mount here. I use these to mount cameras as well, but then we also got this BRCO VAN anti-vibration foam mount. It's pretty solid, no frills. You can very easily mount any iPhone in here. And then the cool thing about this, on the front, there is a GoPro mount, so that the two prongs for your GoPros. You can get some really cool footage mounting your camera on the phone while having your navigation, whatever you choose to use, on your phone right here. All right, so how's it been? Well, honestly, this thing handles everything we throw at it. It's tough, reliable, mobile, and easy to load up on our rig. There are some things that could use some working on, like the rear brake is a little gutless. We're gonna do some tuning on that, see if we can make some improvements. But besides that, we've been extremely satisfied with this bike. There is a brand new model that was just released by KTM. Definitely check it out. But if you want to save a few pennies, check out the used market. These bikes can do just about everything you want them to do. At the end of the day, the KTM 390 Adventure has been an incredible addition to our setup. It's light, capable, and perfect for adventuring the backcountry. In our case, we're using it in our full-time expedition rig, and it's great for overlanding. If you're on the fence about adding a bike to your adventure setup, we can't recommend this bike enough. Definitely worth it. Give it a look, give it a test ride if you ever get a chance. So with that, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the KTM 390 Adventure, drop them down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our adventures to come. See you next time.